In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make £18,000 profit from just one deal. I'm interviewing Ola, one of my personal property graduates. My name's Liam Ryan, and if you're new to this channel, please hit subscribe and the notification bell. And if you could please hit the like button, that will really help the YouTube algorithms so more people get to see this video. And we're going to now talk about how you can make £18,000 profit from just one property deal. Hola, oh my goodness, it is so good to have you in the studio today. Good to see you, my friend.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming down. Wow, £18,000 profit from just one property deal. Do you want to just introduce yourself, who you are, where you're from, and what were you doing before you met me and started your property journey?
Oh, thank you, Liam, for the intro. My name is Ola. I'm based in Southend. Before I met Liam, just over a year ago, I was working in a petrol station. It was being really hectic then, and then I decided to try something new. So I met Liam.
So that's how you got into property, right?
Yes.
Great, good. So what was really your driving force behind deciding to become a property investor?
It's cash flow was the biggest thing for me.
Okay.
Because I was trying to get out of my overly stressful job.
Your day business.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And also you're married, is that right?
Yes, I am married.
And you got, is it 3 or 4 children?
4 kids.
Wow,
now.
you got 4, same as me.
Yes.
How old's your oldest? How old's your youngest?
My oldest is 13 and my youngest is only 1 year old.
Wow, good stuff. Yeah, Winnie, she's my 4th child, and she just turned 1 a couple of weeks ago when we was on holiday in Tenerife, which was very good. So cash flow was important to you, your wife and your family. You were brand new to property, so didn't know where to start. Why did you decide to work closely with me?
Well, I've met other property investors. When I met Liam, when I met you, you were very genuine, you were very upfront, felt like family and everything. You remember I came up to you and I said, look Liam, I want to work with you. What can we do?
Yeah.
And you sat me down and we talked about everything, and yeah.
Okay, great. So just had a good connection with me.
Connection.
Obviously, we've been in the business a long time. We've got a lot of track record. We've helped lots and lots of people up and down the UK create financial freedom. And what I really loved about that initial chat we had is that you were willing to take the action.
Absolutely.
And this only works if you take the action. It's very simple. You can scale fast. But of course, it's all about getting that first deal over the line to build your confidence. So what strategy did you decide to initially focus on?
Well, I decided on serviced accommodation strategy, rent-to-rent serviced accommodation. And I just picked up my first property a few months ago.
Wow, amazing.
With your help.
Yay! Well, the first one, they say, is always the hardest.
It is.
And once you get that first one over the line, would you say that your confidence is built up?
Absolutely. I feel more confident talking to the agents now, the landlords, and I can explain to them what we do and everything. I'm proud to meeting you. I couldn't do that.
Wow. And also, you've not just had help from me, but you've also had help from Ross Mallow, my business partner. He was able to do on-patch domination with you. And let's not forget, Ola, you've also invested heavily into your training and mentoring. So I actually personally mentor you.
Yes.
You've been on our 3-day Property Millionaire Bootcamp. You've been on the 3-day Serviced Accommodation Bootcamp. You're being personally mentored by me and the team. And that's, why did you decide that mentoring was important for you?
Well, because I just didn't want to go back home and do nothing. Yeah. I wanted someone that would guide me in the right way. I don't want to lose money, like taking risk and making mistakes. You've made all the mistakes. Ross has made all the mistakes as well. So you guys were able to guide me in the right direction.
Fantastic. So just so the people tuning in, let's just have a quick discussion about rent-to-rent serviced accommodation. So in your own words, what is rent-to-rent?
Well, rent-to-rent is you don't own the property, you rent the property off the landlord, and then you furnish the property and put it on the OTAs and you get your clients in.
Okay, great. So you're giving the landlord his rent.
Yes.
Let's just say that's £1,000 a month. The landlord then, through your legal contract, you become ultimately the tenant. and then the landlord allows you to operate that as a relocation company and rent it out by the night to guests.
Correctly.
Okay, great. So you don't have tenants in your property, you have guests.
Yes.
And these guests come from places like Airbnb, Booking.com, your own website.
Yes.
And typically, what's your guest market? You know, who do you typically have stay in your properties?
Well, my main target are the contractors because they stay long term, and it's more comfortable having the contractors. But at weekends, we normally have the leisure guests as well. So
great.
It's like 80-20 we're doing right now.
Well, the thing is, the market's massive for serviced accommodation. It is the UK's #1 fastest growing strategy. You know, even during COVID, people needed a place to stay. The contractor market is booming. People are not travelling abroad. British Airways said travel industry is not going to get back into at least 2024, 2025. So people want to be here in the UK. You've got holiday makers, you've got business owners, you've got couples, you've got people travelling up and down the UK. But yes, certainly the contractor market is where the money is, right?
Absolutely. It is where the money is, and there is stability in the contractor market because they could book you for 3 months, 4 months, a year. So
right. So it's more stable.
Yeah.
And am I right in saying a lot of the contractors, they are there for maybe just Monday to Thursday, Monday to Friday, then they go home to their family at the weekends?
Yeah. Yes, that's what they do. So, I mean, you get your cleaners in once a week. They're there to work and work only, so they leave the house 6, 7 in the morning, and then they come back late in the evening. So the wear and tear on the property is very, very low.
So actually, from a landlord's perspective, it's much better to have you pay the rent and operate it as a serviced accommodation than give it out to a long-term tenant that potentially won't pay, takes potentially 6, 9, 12 months to evict because they're not on a tenancy agreement. And if you've got any problems with a guest, just like a hotel, you call the police.
Absolutely.
And they have to vacate the property, right?
Yes.
Amazing. So we know that this is a high cash flowing strategy. The first property you've got is making about £1,500 a month net profit.
Yes.
So we're looking at about £18,000 for the year. Okay, it's not millionaire money. You're certainly not going to replace current income on that. But what does an extra £18,000 a year mean to you, your wife and your family? How has that affected you in a positive way?
That's really changed my view on everything. I'm becoming more positive in life, and also that's why I'm here. I can spend the time to come out here and not worry about money too much these days.
So are you happier?
Yes.
Feel more positive?
Feel more positive.
More confident? New lease of life? Yeah, because now you know that this works and it's about rinse and repeat. And you've recently just secured your second deal.
Yes, Liam. I'm in the process of the third one, actually.
Wow,
so
great.
It's coming together very much.
Wow, amazing. So if those give you similar numbers, you know, you're going to be looking at, just under £60,000 a year. Just from 3 high cash flowing properties that you don't even have to own, and you don't have to go and put in huge amounts of the money either. What would you say is the initial investment capital into those deals that you need to personally find?
My first deal cost me just under £5,000.
Wow, great.
To furnish it, pay the rent, the deposits and everything. So just under £5,000.
So that's your initial investment. Yeah. So 5,000 in just year one's going to return 18,000. Take your initial capital back, and then everything after that is pretty much infinite return. What would you say has been your biggest challenge, getting this property deal over the line?
My biggest challenge is talking to the agents.
Okay.
That was the biggest one because I had lots of no's, but there is a yes somewhere there. And with the confidence Ross instilled in me, I was able to carry on, and your support as well. So the biggest challenge is talking to the agents.
So talking to the agent, and that's where you found me and Ross and the team really stepped in to give you that guidance, support and education that you needed.
Yes,
great.
Yes. And now the agents call me.
Now they call you.
Call me.
Yeah, you were just telling me a few minutes ago, before we went on camera, that there's a house you're looking at, potentially a 4-bedroom house.
Yes.
Which is absolutely amazing. So, what's been some of the highs over the last year? On your journey, what have you enjoyed the most?
Well, to be honest, I enjoyed seeing the money in my bank account. That's number one. That's the main one. So, but yeah, I mean, working with you guys, it's so real, so natural, and you guys, you're very supportive. Every time I text you WhatsApp, you like straight on, back on it. So yeah, it's been really good. It makes me feel like these guys really care.
Okay, great. So of course the money's important, isn't it?
Yes.
Where would you like to be now you've got your first one, potentially 2 other deals over the line? And that's what I love about this strategy. Once you've done it once or twice, you learn the process. It's very easy. You can scale fast. I know now you are hungry to hit a number. Where would you like to be by the end of this year?
I told you earlier, 10.
10 deals.
That's the game.
Wow.
Yeah, to get 10 deals right.
And you'll probably end up averaging 12 to 15,000 pounds per property per year. Obviously your first one's 18,000, some will be higher, some will be lower, but on 10 units, let's say at 15,000 pounds, that's 150,000 pounds a year net profit. How are you going to celebrate?
Oh, holiday.
Holiday.
Once they let us travel, we hope to take the family to Disneyland.
Oh,
Weekend,
nice.
that's the end.
That would be amazing.
Nice
So
holiday lifestyle.
remember, income follows assets. Create the lifestyle that you want, figure out what you want in life, find out how many assets you need, and then just go absolutely go for it. Yeah, you know, it's been an honor to work with you, Ola. It really has been. To see you grow, to see your confidence grow. You know, you're a big part of the community. Do you feel that you've had massive value from me and the team?
Oh, 100%. It's good value for money. So yes.
And you've done the work, you know, you've put in the work, and you know, you're going to go on to do bigger and better things. For anybody that's watching this, listening to this now, that's maybe on the fence, they want to get into property, but maybe they think they need lots of money, they need lots of time, they're full of fear, the monkey on the shoulder's trying to talk to them out of it. What would be your 3 biggest tips that you could share with them right now?
My number one biggest tip is invest on yourself. It's very important, because without education, you're going to make lots of mistakes. Take action and just rinse and repeat.
Wow, follow the system, rinse and that's fantastic. Invest in yourself, take action, rinse and repeat. Well, look, thanks for coming in today. It has been an honour to have you on the show. How do you feel about doing a follow-up in, say, 6 or 12 months when you hit your 10 deals?
Very willing.
Would that be great?
Yeah, that would be great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So look, the reality is, if you're watching this now, if you're tuning in and you have an interest in getting into property, check us out. You know, this stuff really does work. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. If we can do it, you can definitely do it. So, hey man, thanks for coming down.
Thank you. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Really excited,
Nice to meet you.
and keep up the great work.
Thank you.